Now, basically, in regards to like media presence, it's important, again, to understand the concept of how you're presenting your material, and this is going to be a recurring theme because one thing that I've noticed, just like JJ and Rec One and Kenny Kicks and everyone else in the radio stations, it applies to internet as well. I get hundreds and hundreds of emails every single week with people that want a record review and they want an interview on the website and they want a feature right next to Keisha Cole, but they got typos in in the letter that they're sending me, and they don't know how to present their information. Specifically for the artists that are in the audience, you can go the simple route of supplying yourself with the knowledge of how to put together an electronic press kit, or even if you're putting together a physical press kit to mail to the labels and to the radio stations. Press kit is key. You need to understand how to put your information together, exactly what they need to see. I get so much mail, I can't even go through it all, and I'm not going to listen to everything. I don't have enough time in the day to do that. And in response to that, I'm only going to contact the people that I think, we're not biased as far as like corporate pressure or anything like that. Like, we cover the whole spectrum, so it's a bit open for me particularly, but I'm going to contact those people that I think could be a good fit. Now, when it comes down to, interviewing someone, I think a big part of it is journalistic ethics. I didn't go to school for journalism. I just happened to have strong writing skills. I started to do it just to get free music. It turned into a job, turned into something that I do. So, I mean, again, like if you have a grind and you have a skill, work at it. I did it for free for years, just off the top, and it turned into something. It turned into something that now I have control of. Now, when I'm interviewing someone, I'm not thinking, okay, I'm a DJ. I'm interviewing Juvenile. I'm putting out this mixtape. I really need a Juvenile drop. That's not how I work. I'm not gonna make sure that I don't offend him or don't put pressure on him. I need to ask specific questions that the people need to hear. I read too many interviews on all over the internet where it's just there's nothing substantive that is being applied. Like, no one's asking questions that people really want to know. They're saying, how's your tour going? Well, obviously they're gonna be like, oh, my tour is great. Dave took me around, after the show and yada yada yada. Yes. So I mean, I think it's important to really focus on what you all as readers can get out of it. So I have to kind of separate myself from that and apply specific pressure. Yeah, I mean, public image is important. Figuring out how. I mean, I don't necessarily want to push artists in a certain lane. I let them do them. Like when I interviewed David Banner, I talked about David Banner. I asked him, how is it different from you trying to present yourself as someone that did a lot post Hurricane Katrina versus your image as the same man that made the song Play. Like, I want to know how does that work? Like, how are you affected by that? Things like that. So, I don't know. It's just important for me to present something that is both sides, so that you guys can all see both sides of it. But as far as web magazines are concerned, a lot of the same issues that Sydney talked about, or that the radio personalities have talked about, applies to us as well. But there's no telling how far the internet is going to keep going, because clearly that's the way that everyone's getting all of their information.